And then you start to think, am I worthy of this life? Have I done enough? Why am I here? But these mirrors are also fantasies, places you never been, people you never talked to. Can be quite enchanting. So out of all these mirrors, which one shall we pick? Each mirror is a story. Each mirror is a tale. Each mirror is a part of you. It's your good side, it's your bad side, it's your erotic side. These mirrors can tell everything that you ever wanted and everything about you that most people would never know. And these mirrors are your secrets from the past, your future, and reality. Some of them aren't even secrets yet. So let's take a peek into one of your secrets. Let's call this our secret. So as you come forth and get closer to this one particular mirror, as you get closer to it, closer to the mirror, you will see that it's not a mirror at all. It's more of a waterfall, like a watery image, almost like a pastel. And as you touch it, you see it's movable, shape shifting. But the lights are coming through. And the more you push against this painting, this mirror, you see your hand start to protrude into it. So as you start to push your hand through this painting, you start to see that you become this painting. But you're not scared, more or less intrigued and curious. So as you start to push through, you start to see, once you come through the other side, that you're not in a painting. It's actually you, but in another background of scenery. So you start to walk around and look around, and you're in the big void. But then there's light. And the more you walk, the bigger the light gets. And as you get closer and closer to the light, you start to see that you're outside and it's starting to rain. And you're on the river's edge. You're walking with your umbrella up. And the rain is starting to pick up. Stuff starting to get wet, stepping through the puddles. There's cobblestones underneath your feet. And as you see, these cobblestones are dated. So you're not in Kansas anymore. And as you look down to your attire, see it's somewhat 17th century, 18th century. You have the pointy square shoes with the buckle, and you have the long black coat, and the hat and the gloves, and your duck-handled umbrella. Then you start to hear faint lightning and see the thunder, lightning in the background. Well, you hear the thunder, should I say. Kind of catches you off guard as you're walking along this dark street. And on this side is the river. But then something about the kid in you. You stop, splash a little bit in the puddles, stand up on the bench like you used to when you was younger, and jump off the bench to the puddle. Then you start to make yourself aware on because you're starting to get too wet. But before you get to your destination, you see a light on at a nearby tavern. And so, since you're starting to get a little bit chilled, you take and walk into the tavern. It's a couple of people in there, half lit, typical bartender, drinks, some unused, some full, some tilted over, the normal bottles on the wall, old jukebox in the corner playing. It's not playing American music, but it still has a pretty good vibe to it. So you sit down, and they ask you, are you from there? And you don't really understand them too good. So then he tells you, are you American? You just shake your head, yes, you are. So once you find out that you're American, he be like, oh, American, good, blah, 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 and you talk and strike up a conversation. He offers you the local special. And you like, well, you don't want to get too tipsy. You still got a little ways to go, and you're walking. And he was like, oh, don't worry, you'll make it safe. It's not that type of drink. It won't have you too messed up. And so you get one, even like it's on the house. Since you're American, you're new to these parts, you're not from around here. You don't know if you're a tourist or not. Haven't gotten that far into the conversation. So he makes it, puts a little umbrella on it just for you with a little flag. But then you notice that it's a British flag, but he puts a flag on it anyway. It's a pretty good little drink. So it makes you ease down a little bit. So you're calming, you're talking, and before you know it, an hour goes past, two. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll be going on my way. And so, talk a couple minutes more, and he was like, where you going? And you tell him, well, I'm going up to the old Baxter's place, name like that right there, such and such. And what do you know? Up, as the story goes, hey, that's right on my way when I'm going home myself. So if you wait another hour or two, if you really aren't that busy, instead of having that long walk, I can at least drop you off, and trust me, you'll be safe. Everybody knows me here, and it's a nice town, and blah, blah, blah. So maybe we'll get a few more minutes to talk. So you agree. And since you only had that one drink that you was nursing, you agreed to have another of the same. So now you have the drink, and you're sitting there, and you're drinking, and you're talking and giggling, and somewhat of a flirtatious mood that came from out of nowhere, but blame it on the alcohol, right? So the conversation is very intriguing. And like bartenders go, you know, it's either sloppy bartender or hot as hell bartender. And since this is your fantasy, you get the lucky pick of the hot bartender. So you sitting there, and people starting to leave, and he's starting to wipe down counters and flip chairs over, and you ask him if you give him a hand, he was like, sure. So you start grabbing extra bottles and glasses off the tables, and the other waitress over there helping, and then you have the bouncer, he's in the back counting with the head of the club or bar, whatever you want to call it. So they're getting everything tidied up, and then everybody starts to leave out, clicking the lights. It's like, well, we normally all park together because we all leave together. Makes sense, safer that way. So they all walk around the corner to the back, get into their rides, everybody's secured and safe, and everybody start to pull off. So he's like, well, he don't have a lot of American music, but he had what they call oldies. So y'all listen to oldies and y'all still conversate and you go on your way. But before you get halfway to your destination, y'all exchange numbers. He tells you what time the local pub is opening up again, so now you know you have a date. But even though you have a date, you know you're not going to be there that long. So you take in, get your ride, and he pulls up to the bachelor's place. Then you tell him, all right, good night, and then you run in. And then you run in the house, lock yourself in, take you a shower, and you get ready to tuck yourself in for the night. Although you was thinking about the long conversation and how you really supposed to be leaving out tomorrow. Although you told this person that you'll be back for the drink the next night. So what do? 20, 30 minutes go by and they're still early. Where you're from is late. So you take in, you get what little drinks you have downstairs and you make a phone call. Hoping that he won't pick up, but praying that he does pick up. So next thing you know, you listen, no answer. You hang up the phone. But then you say, I'm going to try one more time. And you call back. Still no answer, but you leave a brief message saying like, oh, I was just checking to make sure you made it safe, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for the drinks. Thank you for the conversation. You hang up. Don't want to seem like you're too much leading, if you should say. But then you hear, mm, mm, mm. You pick up the phone. Hello. Sure enough, it's him. Some other cases could be her. And he's like, sorry he missed the calls, but he did see the message. He was in the shower. Ah. And he was like, well, he was pleased to help, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you got home safely. So he was like, well, I have a confession. And they asked you, what was that? And he was like, well, I will not be able to make it tomorrow because I'm actually leaving tomorrow. But didn't think the night was going to go like it was. Didn't think like I was going to think like I was. So I was wondering, it's normally not the normal, but would you like to come over and have that drink now? No extras, no strings. Just if you want a little bit more conversation, because I'm wide awake, I'm good. So they agree. So once they agree to come over, then you taking, you're waiting. You go spruce through this, put this there, but you don't want to be in your room, so you go downstairs into the living room because you want them to make it seem like you're not trying to screw them. Although you may want to screw them, but it's up to you. So anyway, you get a knock at the door as you see the light of the car just cut off. You rush, but you act like you didn't rush to the door. Open the door, hi, you greet, a slight hug, a cheek to cheek, as you know what I mean. And then you invite them in. Once you invite them in, you all walk into the sitting area where you had the drinks and stuff at. And since this is not America, all there was over there is to play oldies of American music, classics, what they would call them. So you turn on the classics channel. So now you have classical music in the background. You have drinks. And then since it's such a late evening, you thought you might prepare a little snack. So you got a couple cheeses and crackers. And a couple of pieces of cut up fruit, oranges, and so forth, and apples. And so you sit on the couch. You know the routine. Him on this end, you on that end, knees pointing towards each other. You pour drinks, and you strike up the conversation. Now the conversation is way better than it was the first time. Technically, this is not drink one, this is drink three. So now you feel in the mood. And since this is a hookah place, you have your hookah, and he liked to smoke hookah, come to find out. So now you enjoy a hookah. You have cheeses and your crackers, you're eating your hors d'oeuvres, and you're having your drinks. And now the mood and the music of the classical oldies is kicking in, and the vibes is getting better. And you're talking about, well, this can go two ways. And since you're not on the shy part, since the time it is, and you're there alone, you come up for you tell them, look, we can do one or two things from this point. We can say goodnight. I give you a kiss on the cheek. Now, probably never ever see you again. Besides, let's recall. Or we can go upstairs and we can have fun this night. So it's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. On this night, would you tell this person, have a good night and go home? Or are you taking the next step to have fun and going upstairs? So this is the comment part of the story. You have a chance to comment before I continue the story. So who's going upstairs and who's going home? Give me a chance to comment. Who's going upstairs and who's going home? It is 12:38. It is a 2-minute window for people to comment who's going up and who's going home. Going home, you might not want to hear the end of the story. But if you're going upstairs, you know what goes on upstairs. Grown folk talk. 2 minutes and counting. So we got 2 minutes left. All right. Since no one responds, then we go up. Okay. All right, more time, be blessed. Thank you. I'm doing these bedtime stories. I've got 1 more minute for people to comment who's going into the story, who's leaving the story. But thank you, my people. You be blessed now. All right. One name shout out. But anyway, here we go. Okay. So, he is a bartender. She is a bartender. So, of course, they want to go upstairs. So, you grab your last drinks and you grab the tray of edibles and you head up upstairs. Now, mind you, the hookah that they smoke is hashish hookah. So, they're not feeling it right now. So, you should be in a good mood. He's in a good mood. And then you come into the room. And like back in the day, these beds are not beds like we had. These beds are huge. The mattresses are stuffed huge. Big old posts on the ends. Big, gigantic ceiling fan in the middle of it. Draped down around the sides as a net. And back then they had them for mosquitoes, but we use them just for design. And so you can look out the window over the terrace and see the moon and the stars. If you turn the other way, you can see the silhouette of the city on the back wall inside the room. With big Victoria style dresses and chest rolls, as they say. Big Victoria style chair and table in the corner. Love seat. It's a big master room. So when you go in, she goes into the shower, or you go into the shower. Turn the water on as you open up the glass doors. Or you could have took the antique Victorian style bath with the big feet on it, but you chose to go into the shower. When you turn the water on and step in, start to lather up, you hear the crick of a door, and you feel the faint of a breeze, and they enter the shower with you. So now they grab you from the back and start rubbing on your shoulders, on your back. And over your shoulder, they grab the soap bar out of your hand. And they grab the loofah and they lather it. And they start to wash your back and your shoulders, your legs, the back of your calves, your thighs. And as they're doing your thighs, your legs and everything, they go to do your buttocks, but you turn around and you grab the soap and the loofah and you wash their chests and their shoulders. Before you can get to the neck, you're going for your first kiss. Then after you kiss, you embrace each other. And the lather stick on you. Steam is stick in the room, but it's not hot in the shower. But the glasses is fogged. You hear the silhouette of the water going down the drain. And you kiss and hug some more and some more. And then gets a little too much and a little too slippery in the shower. So you crack the door without grabbing towels. You go straight floor. You stand in front of the fireplace on the rug. And you get into an unbreakable brace. And thus is where the passion starts. Emotions are high, hearts are racing. Although you're wet from a shower, you start to perspire. The night breeze chills your backs, which makes you embrace closer. The warmth of the fire on the other side of your skin make you feel almost tropical. Then you start to kneel down. And as you kneel, they kneel. And it almost looks like the statue of the kiss. And you're really loving the moment. Your head's spinning, your heart's racing, and your time's running out. So you start to foreplay each other, tasting each other's juices, touching each other's bodies. kissing, licking, fondling, rubbing, squeezing, clawing, biting at the rug on the floor, erupting, and they haven't even entered you yet. And then it happens. As they're inside of you, touching you, you moan, you quiver. As they go forth and back and side to side, deeper and longer and slower and faster, convulsionable, earthquakeable, trembling. One night, the fireplace is crackling, embers is crackling, just like your own personal fireworks right there on that rug. Hands of hair, hands of back. You grab each other buttocks and pull and squeeze. You wrap each other legs around each other and coiled like a snake. Entangled like a vine. Not wanting to let go with an embrace that is so connecting that the energies flow. That each of you taking a part of the other with you from this encounter. It's not love making. It's more or less animalistic. To know the fact that you may never see this person again, but you're giving them all your body, every inch of you, every sector, every morsel, every proportion. It's like the cosmic wind has blessed you with a night of bliss as you continue to go on and on throughout the night. As you see the stars change and the clouds change from dark purples and grays to ambers, pinks, and yellows, and oranges. As the sun starts to arise, you two lay in each other's brace. One walk to the cavern. A night at the cavern. So thank you all. This is the end of True Street's bedtime story. So I hope you all liked the night at the cavern. I hope you all enjoyed the moment. Take something away from it. And like I said, if you took this story as for anxiety to help you relax, or you was in a depressed state, you just wanted this to release, just wanted to free your mind, just remember, anytime that you feel that way, you can always think of them stories. That's why I tell these stories, because like I said, it helps people in so many different ways. It even helps me because I get to share them. So I thank you all for tuning in for True Street's Bedtime Stories. One love for the other ones. I see you next time on True Streets, aka Chef Will, the early rising chef. And that's usually 6 a.m. in the morning, 5 to 6 days a week. This week it'll be 6 days because I am off tomorrow, so you probably won't see me, but I will be on Wednesday. So thank you all for tuning in. On that note, y'all stay blessed. Y'all keep smiling. For the ones that know me and the ones who don't, y'all know I tell y'all to keep your energies high. Stay blessed. Namaste for the ones who don't speak English. For the rest of y'all, hey, don't let them poison your mind. And don't let them take your soul. Don't sell nothing to them that they can't afford and they don't deserve. Don't let them steal your happiness or your joy. Let this be the day that you start to be somebody that you're proud of, that you know is worthy of your name, that is worthy of being a king or a queen. Act like a king and a queen. Walk like a king and a queen. And you will become a king and a queen. And on that note, y'all stay blessed. Keep smiling, because I am. And I am out of here. If you got any comments or questions, you know what I'm saying, hit them up. Like I said, for the ones who didn't get a chance to see this all the way, all you got to do is hit my YouTube channel up tomorrow sometime. And it'll probably be up by 8 o'clock in the evening. So if you want to get back and check it out, or let somebody else check it out with you or whatever, you will see it there. Probably got to do some editing or whatever. But it is 12:51 here. So once again, I hope everybody enjoyed it. What up, Jason? Steph, Monok, and User, and Deborah, Joshua. How's everybody doing? Well, I wasn't shouting out nobody and stuff like that right there because I was telling the story. But I can shout a couple of y'all out now. Let's see. What up, Cody? Daryl, User. What's that? Shit. Who's the shit? What up, Lenny? Teresa, how you? Bye, Sipper. What's happening? Valentine, yo. Now y'all all jumping in after I get finished telling the story, right? Really? Thanks for all the likes too. What up, Dirty? Caps. Nah, True Streets. What up, Nurse? Angie. What up, Spike? But yeah. Nah, Richard. I don't flex. What up, Blue Cat? Keys, what's happening? What up, Laura? But yeah, but like I was saying, I was just doing True Streets bedtime stories. But for the ones who missed it, all you gotta do is check me out on my YouTube channel, or you can check me out on Anchor or Spotify. I'll be posting up on all those. But hit me up. 23 sloppy. Well, that's slop. My bad. What up, Jimmy? Star, you're only as old as you feel. Yeah, I lost that thing 30 years ago. Ain't been no hair on that head. True. None of my kids, nor my ex-wife ever seen me with hair. What up, Christy? But if anybody want to ask me a question, here's your time. I don't mind. I love comments. What up, Shirley? Instant. TikTok. What's happening? What up, Kenny? WR, I have no idea what the rest of that means. Sorry. Owns 58. I love. What up, Bogan? Oh, what up, Daryl? What up, John? How's everybody? Hope everybody blessed. Run them likes and them shares. Like I said, check out this episode of True Streets Bedtime Stories. It'll be airing tomorrow on YouTube. How many years you do? Which time? Do I have a wife? Nah, I'm divorced. I am a single parent. What up, user 9139? Thanks for the likes. Thank you all. But yeah, like I was saying, I just did True Streets Bedtime Story, so check that out. And then, another thing, I ain't got no music playing in the background. I'm sorry. Gotta hear something. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Back in the day, my world, you know me. I never forget you. Yeah. I remember back in the day, for looking at you smiling on walk away. But now you're all talking and I'm still here today, just waiting for your smile. And I never thought that you would hurt your best friend. Walk up, shaking your up and you're flying away, and toss her, chasing her back every day. I thank you, I thank you. Yeah, I'm 53 years old. I was born in 1969. I'm an OG. But I got 5 kids I got to stay alive for, so I got to stay in shape for them. So. And so far, I ain't cracked. I ain't fell apart. True, true, true. Yeah, my kids range from 25 to 3. 4 boys and 1 girl, in that order. 3-year-old daughter. And I'll never change it for the world. What up, Joe? Joe, what's happening? Yeah, my daughter's mom was supposed to be doing a podcast, but evidently she went in her room and disappeared. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, but I hope everybody once again is blessed. Yeah, let's get on that right there. On that note, I'm down here in North Carolina. I've been down here since 2012. So I've been over here where I'm at now since 2015. I'm an early morning chef at the Hampton and the Hickory, North Carolina. Oh, but by the way, for y'all who don't know, I'm actually doing the podcast too. So I'm taping all both of them at the same time. So what are we speaking about and what I'm sharing, what are y'all commenting about? It will be on the episode that you will be looking at tomorrow. So if you want to say something now, here's your chance. If you want me to share it live, let's get it. Thank you, user. I appreciate it. Back in the day, you're my one. Say love me, should want me, stop lying, please. Look at me. Say love me, should want me, stop lying, please. Feel like an eternity. You chose to say, girl, I never thought that you would hurt me. Say love me, should want me, stop lying, please. I had dreams with you, but what could this mean? Now look at way back from skies, clouds right. I'm talking to people who looking and walking, okay, say, hey, girl, come in. Thank you. I used to. Too many cigarettes, blunts, and shit. Now I just mess around, still make beats and stuff though. Haven't produced nothing in quite a few years. Besides some stuff I got back in the cut on Reverb Nation on my music page. Back in the day, you're my one and only. I never thought that you would hurt me. Used to be in love with a girl head, looking at her face, girl, then I take you there. Alright, Shandora Cooper, Shandoria, from Thomasville, Georgia. Hi, beautiful. Yeah, right. You feel me? Okay, I don't want to put your name, beautiful. How you? What up? I be shitty. Hey, hey. She walked in, looking at the smiley face coming in. Beautiful, beautiful as you are, beautiful as you are. 1 2 1 2. Testing. True. I've been running now 40 minutes 29 seconds on part two of this. Said it correctly. I am great. Okay, beautiful. Call you Shay. Shay Shay. Besides, I like names that start with SHA. Let me see. 3 kids with SHA in their name. Shay. I'll go with that. It's my robe back. I'm showing too much nipples. I feel like I ain't got no clothes. Nah, it ain't that I'm showing too much. It's starting to get chilly. But damn air on. There we go. You too. Have a blessed night, Richard. Thank you for jumping on here and showing love. I should go downstairs and work out. I like working out there. Get out there and punch my punching bag. Do some sit-ups and some push-ups. Oh, thank you, beautiful. Well, you have a blessed night also. I'm glad you like the vibe. Share it to your friends. Somebody else may like it too. Trying to go up the ladder. All I want to do is show love, positivity, hand out blessings when I can. Verbally, that is. Oh, I need a retwist. Wish there was somebody that retwist my thing up here. I gotta go 2 times over just to get a good retwist. Where they all be looking good. Unless I do it myself and I just don't feel like doing it. What up, 1970? Hey, girly. Girly girl. I never thought that you would hurt me. Back in the day, you're my one and only. Now that I think you never deserve me. I remember it's fine. September, girl, it's worth your while. Take a smile today. It's a beautiful night. I wish it outside. It's probably cold as hell out there. Can't wait till this weather finally do what it's gonna do so I can plant my strawberries outside. I got everything all in pots inside my house. My daggone grapevine is going like this right here, trying to reach for the sun. Got enough sun on the side where they need to be. Outside, I got plenty out there though. I already got the post in the ground. I just gotta put the rest of my limes up. I need to make a video on that. Post my grapes and blueberries and all that. Yeah, I got grapes, strawberries. Well, I got 2 types of grapes. Strawberries, 2 types of blueberries, and I'm getting cantaloupes. And my neighbor has a banana tree. Actually got a couple of them, but one produced last year. So we're hoping to get a bigger production this year, and then we're gonna share, back and forth, share love. 'Cause how long now? 45 minutes. Dang, only 5 minutes went past. I feel like it's been an hour since I said the last time. You still here, Rich? I thought you was gone, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I need to stop my daggone podcast because I ain't really on it. But hold on. Once again, family out there, back here in the cave in the cut. This is Friend and Fam, True Streets from True Streets. This is my life. This is what I do. On TikTok, aka Chef Will, AM, your early rising chef. But you all have a blessed night out there in the world, you know what I'm saying? Stay loved up, stay positive, and keep smiling. And on that note, for the ones who know me, the ones who don't, when I turn my head to the right, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and namaste.